Ahoy, morning breathers. Welcome to Monday.
Monday.
It's Monday.
Monday.
Feels like it's been a
Monday.
long time since we've been here. We miss you.
It's been at least.
Matt misses you.
I do.
You took Friday off.
I
You
know.
had a long weekend.
Well, took it off and took the show off.
That's all right. Yeah, I'm sure you were doing something.
Well, I had to go to Des Moines for meetings.
Meetings. Who needs them? Somebody must because they called it.
I was there,
And you had to go.
and I had to go.
So, welcome back, Boss Man Matt. Ahoy.
Ahoy!
Ahoy to you, Nikki G.
Ahoy.
Producer. That kind of woke you up.
A little bit.
A little bit. You're very dark today, just like I'm kind of dark. We're just.
Then you got Matt.
I'm just always
Red.
sunny and bright. I
You
guess.
didn't get the dark memo.
I didn't. I should have. I don't know.
One has to know.
I forgot to read my emails
Mondays
this morning.
are black.
I can't. Yeah, Monday, Black Mondays.
Oh, ahoy, everybody. Let's start out with this because if I don't do it, I always remember.
Yeah.
But like last Friday, John, the voice, had to say, "Do you want to do this?"
I watched the show.
Look, I was
saw
going to
it.
do it, but yeah, go ahead, John.
You do it then.
It's fine. But the Southeast Iowa Video Network, we're sponsored by KCTC.
Thank you, Casey.
Thanks, Casey, and all the gang over at KCTC. And the Morning Breath crew this morning, the three of us, we are sponsored by Hy-Vee and Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh.
Thank you, Willie.
Thanks, Willie, and all of our local Hy-Vees and Hy-Vee Fast and Freshes. Yes, you're right. Ahoy, Denise. It is formerly known as Armistice Day. It is now Veterans Day.
Yep.
I don't know if it's appropriate to say happy. I'm not saying that that's right or wrong. I'm just, it's just
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just thank you to all who served.
Thank you all.
Served and veterans. Yes, all who served.
Indeed. So most everything is closed today. Let's just shut it off after the
Yeah,
show. Let's just be done.
I know the post office is closed. The banks are closed.
Post and banks. Realtors just can't do business. I should just be done.
Well, we kind of live on the postal system with the newspapers, so
Yep.
it kind of messes us up a little bit. But
Yep.
it is what it is.
Thankfully, my paper comes tomorrow.
Exactly. Exactly.
You got some hellos up there?
Got a few. Paula, Jeff, my mom.
Excuse me, ahoys is what I meant to
Ahoys.
say.
Jeannie, Jimmy, I'll say ahoy this morning.
Ahoy. We had a lot of football over the weekend, and
Not a damn one of them was good.
nothing was very fun for me this weekend. It started off, and this is all because they're playing on Friday.
That's what it was, right?
If you watched the show, you knew
did.
that John and I kind of disagreed about, he thought it was great that college football plays on Friday. The more it's just more football.
Yeah, I tend to be in your camp though. Whether I watch high school football or whether any of my teams play or not, it's still Friday night is high school football.
It's high school night.
Yeah, whether
screw with
I'm interested or not doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So
Right or wrong, that's how I feel. And it was the Iowa game was on so late I couldn't watch very much of it, but apparently we stunk.
yeah, I watched it all.
You did.
Yeah.
So I don't even really know.
So
We went.
so
our offense went dead again.
the final score was 20-17. We lost, of course. And I'm not an apologist. This team should be better than what their record shows. But I have to say in this case, Jay Higgins, our number one linebacker, went out.
Oh, he did.
Yeah. How
bad is that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't see the follow-up. But he was out. Sullivan, who wasn't having a great game, also got hurt and went out.
Oh.
And so they put in Jackson Stratton.
Oh, our fifth string guy.
And so at the beginning of the season, he was fifth string. There was some controversy about this on Twitter. But so at the beginning of the season, he was the fifth string quarterback. So it was McNamara, Sullivan, Marco Linez, and then this James Reasoner, who they switched just a couple weeks ago to a receiver. So he's not really a quarterback anymore. So Jackson Stratton, who they made several points of saying he was the scout team linebacker just a couple weeks ago.
See, I did hear that.
Yeah. So anyway, he played, and he actually, under the circumstances, played pretty well. I was actually impressed.
Wow.
But
Good for him. Good for him.
So anyway, a fifth string quarterback, the number one linebacker was out. Luke Lachey is the number one tight end. He's been out. The number two tight end's out. So there was a lot of things. And again, I'm not an apologist. They
Sure.
should have won this game. But
Well, when we're on the edge team,
yeah,
that we need all of our parts to function correctly.
Exactly.
That's big stuff.
So in light of everything, not that I was less disappointed, but the fact that we only lost by 3 in California on a short week, and
Yeah.
it probably wasn't a terrible showing, although missed a bunch of tackles. It was
That just drives me nuts because that's not who we are.
yeah,
No, that happened against
Michigan State.
Michigan State too.
Yeah. And it was reminiscent of that game as far as defense goes.
That hurts.
Yeah.
But UCLA, I said that they're not as bad as their record.
No, they were talking about UCLA before, and they'd lost 4 games or whatever. Their record was 3-4, but they lost to like Oregon, Indiana. I can't remember, but I mean they lost to good teams.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I
we
don't
lost to Michigan State
yeah, I know.
and Iowa State.
Exactly.
Oh, speaking of Iowa State,
yeah, them.
they stubbed their toe again.
45-36 they lost.
Yeah. That was closer than it really was, the score.
Oh yeah.
Because Iowa State, it seemed like they could, when they needed a score to try and get back in,
Yeah.
they could get one in a second.
And I didn't watch that game, but apparently there was a pick 6
Yeah.
and so that anyway, Iowa State lost. But also interestingly, you and I lost and Drake won. So we have 4 teams that are in FBS, the Division 1 or Division 2, right? Mm-hmm. So 3 lost, 1 won. The only reason why I bring that up is because I saw this and I thought this was interesting. State of Florida, they have 9 teams between Division 1 and Division 2. All 9 of them lost Saturday.
Okay, we're better than that.
We're better than that. All 9 lost, including Miami, which was undefeated.
Yeah, Miami. That was a strange loss.
Yeah. But Florida, Florida State, Miami, Central Florida, Southern Florida, Florida Atlantic, Florida A&M, Bethune-Cookman, and Stetson all lost.
Stetson.
Yeah, I don't know what
That's
it is.
a cool name. What do you think of that name, Nikki G? You just sit over there and be quiet, will you? We're talking sports.
We're talking sports.
I mean, the Chiefs did win yesterday.
Yeah, the Chiefs are friggin' lucky. I have got family that are big Chiefs fans.
Yeah.
I am not one of them.
Right.
And so I really bite my tongue when I got to watch the Chiefs. They have been lucky.
Yeah, I haven't watched them, but that's what
Well,
I'm hearing.
yesterday they won because they blocked a field goal, a little chip shot field goal. And who's to say if the kid would have made it? But probably these field goal kickers are pretty good anymore. Blocked a field goal.
That Iowa UCLA game, the UCLA guy kicked a 57-yard field goal, and then Iowa kicked a 57-yard field goal, which ended up we got a penalty and ended up scoring a touchdown, so it didn't count. But there were 2 57-yard field goals in college.
Yeah, it's just no big deal.
Yeah, they
big
just
deal.
go kick it.
If I was a field goal kicker, and we know this, so God dang it, who am I thinking of? His kid was here.
Oh, Emerson, Ray's
yeah.
son, Emerson. Yeah,
Emerson.
He's a kicker, and he can.
I'll bet he's a pretty good kicker.
He can kick.
He probably doesn't get too nervous about it. If all you did was kick all day,
Yep. Yeah, they say those guys get in their own heads though, pretty good.
likely.
Yeah.
Be like making a putt. But
Yeah, exactly.
so I forgot where we were at now.
Well, we were talking about kicking. I don't know. You were talking about the Chiefs and blocked a field goal.
Oh, the Chiefs. They've had 2 weeks in a row that they've really been lucky to win. But hey, they're a good ball club. They'll keep winning probably. Defending champs.
Yeah.
Defending Super Bowl champs.
Well,
I'm just not a fan.
they're the champs until they're not, right?
Yeah. I'm just not a fan. They will get beat at some point. I just got to figure out who that is.
Right.
All right, we have talked about it.
Yeah, because it was the only bright spot of the whole thing.
We had Iowa wrestling, and Matt and I were both there. Boss man Matt, I never see you ever.
Nope.
But I came in very late.
Yes.
So I wouldn't have seen you yesterday.
I knew that you were coming in late, so I didn't bother.
But I did see that we were going up against
Stanford.
Who
Stanford beat Iowa State Friday night.
Yeah, well, I've learned a little more about
I have too. Iowa State didn't put out their number one lineup by a long ways.
Just playing the JV, basically.
Right. And it was still 23-21 or something.
Yep. So Iowa looked, I'm going to say, tired. But I'm also not surprised. That's how I remember them looking last year.
Early.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I was a little disappointed in Drake, but he went up a weight in its early season.
Yep.
And
I thought he looked good. His body composure.
yeah. And so we lost that one, which we
Never
weren't
would have
expected
expected
to.
that. Never would have expected that.
And then Nelson.
But he got beat.
He did, for sure. There was no question about it.
And he was a ranked kid.
Yeah, but it was like
down there.
But he was like 20th ranked, and Drake's 7th.
There's just not that much space between 20
Yeah.
and 5.
Yeah.
There really isn't.
So anyway, I know, like I said, early season, he's up a weight. It's just he'll get there. There's no problem going forward. It was just a little disappointed, and Nelson Brands lost, and I don't. A lot of people calling for changes at 74. So we'll see. But he's a 6-year guy. He's a good wrestler.
He's a dang good wrestler, and if Patrick Kennedy can't beat him,
yeah. Well, but there's that Ferrari kid hanging in there
and Ferrari's probably even better than Kennedy.
too. Right.
I don't know. Nelson, I think a year off, and I know he was wrestling. I'm sure he was still in a room when he wasn't climbing mountains.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, exactly.
Because he did a lot of mountain climbing.
Yeah.
I think there's a difference between competing and just practicing.
Yeah. Yep.
And I think he misses the competition. He is not able to get through the hand fighting. I don't know. He just didn't look right.
No.
He didn't look like the normal.
No.
Nelson.
He's usually really aggressive, and I just didn't see it. Right.
Yep.
The new guys, Parco and Teamer and Buchanan, kick butt. Caliendo, who was
well.
here last year, but he made a big comeback.
He scored points in bunches when it looked kind of grim.
Yep.
We just looked slow. We got a lot of ankle picks. You saw the same stuff I did.
They just, I remember thinking,
Flat on our feet.
Well, I just remember thinking, this is not. Tom and Terry Brands would not do this, right? I mean, they were nonstop motors, and it just didn't seem like we had that.
We were flat-footed
Yeah.
a lot, and the Stanford team came in, and
Yeah.
we were in the hole. I don't know how many matches.
Yep.
It was 3-0, 6-0, 6-1.
but not. Oh yeah. As far as match scores, yeah.
Yeah.
As I say, a team score was never, but we got 6 points right out of the gate because of the forfeit. So
I didn't even know that happened. That's how late I came in.
yeah, so that
I was walking down the stairs right when 33 started.
okay, yeah. So we got a forfeit at 25. So we got 6 points right out of the gate.
That was good.
Yeah, which didn't matter. The final score was 32-9.
Yeah.
but
losing 3 matches didn't feel good.
yeah,
We'll get better.
Ryder Block's young too. He lost, but he's young, coming off an injury.
Teamer, was it the teamer that
Parco was 49. Teamer's at 50. What is it, 57?
I think he was kind of really lollygagging.
Yeah,
is that teamer? So I got to get to know the names.
Yeah, and I was reading something. They said he's a counter wrestler. He's not really an aggressive. He
That's
does everything
for
off
sure.
counters. And,
So the whole first period was yuck.
And so one of the people I was reading said that he said Hawkeye fans aren't going to like that too much, but he's a counter wrestler.
Well, because there was nothing to do except watch him bob and weave.
Yeah.
Till the second period, and he started on top.
Yeah,
Was he started on top?
and then he rolled.
Oh Lord, he's pretty good on top.
Yeah, but
Well, if anybody's smart, they're just going to go neutral.
yeah,
He's going to have to learn to do some offense.
yeah.
How can he be ranked second or whatever he is?
I think he's first, maybe second. You might be right,
Whatever.
but I think he's first actually. But yeah,
I'm wrestling that kid. Come on, try and
yep.
take me down.
Let's see how many stallings we can get. So
And the rest were calling those in a hurry.
uh-huh.
That must be a point of emphasis this year.
Something. And what they weren't calling in a hurry was stalemates. There were some of those that I thought.
I think they're horrible at those
Yeah.
anyway. It's a judgment thing.
Yeah.
You know what I wish we'd do, Matt? I wish, and you'll probably agree with me, Nikki G. I wish they'd go to heck with folk style. Let's go to freestyle.
I'm kind of moving that direction myself.
If you get the officials in there, they keep it moving for you.
Well, that's the whole point. And
Yeah.
and I went to that Iowa women wrestling last year. Went to one of their meets, and that was the first time I was really at a freestyle meet. It's exciting stuff.
It's a lot better.
Yeah.
The women wrestled too, I guess.
Yeah, so let's recap the weekend because I got
Okay.
a couple people saying it. First of all, Jeff, Arkansas did not lose because they had an off week.
Yes, correct.
So Iowa wrestling 32-9, they won, as we talked about. Iowa women wrestling dominated all weekend. They were in some duels and some tournaments all weekend, and they kicked butt somewhere.
But
I think in Georgia, but they beat like this Life University, which is like,
They were ranked number 1.
yeah,
And that's who they beat last year.
and one of the matches, and I can't remember who it was like 42-1. Yeah, so it was. They had a good weekend. Iowa State wrestling lost to Stanford, like we talked about. Iowa women's basketball beat Virginia Tech 71-52,
I did watch most of that second half.
and which it was closer than that at halftime. They, yeah, and
Just 4 points at half.
yeah, and Iowa State women beat Southern 84-56.
I did not catch the Iowa State, but I was just happened to be flicking around last night and I saw the Iowa game.
Yeah.
So I watched that. They look pretty good. We're pretty good.
Yeah, they say they weren't ranked to begin the season, but some people say that they'll
It's
probably
coming.
end up in the top 25 after this
coming.
weekend. So I don't know how good Virginia Tech is, but it's another top tier program.
And they came right along. You know, they'd take a little run at us, and the second half was definitely ours.
Yep.
Definitely. We're pretty good.
Yep.
And that new girl, 33.
Lucy Olson,
I'm gonna have to remember names now. Lucy Olson. She's a pretty good ball player.
she is a good ball player.
So fun to watch. Nikki G, we better take a break.
Here we go.
All right, we'll be right back.
Introducing Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every meal is a delight. Start your day with our mouthwatering breakfast options and savor flavorful lunches with friends and family. Cap off your day with our delectable dinners. Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every moment is delicious.
At Seafirst Credit Union, we're all about making connections, like how we connect you with a flexible financing you need to install that all-season room or remodel your kitchen with a home equity line of credit. Connect with Seafirst today and see why together is better.
Washington County Hospital and Clinics, providing quality health care that puts you first. Whether during a hospital stay, seeing a primary care provider for wellness exams or sick visits, minor surgery to a total joint replacement, or recovering from an injury, we're here when you need us.
More than you expect for your health care. Washington County Hospital and Clinics.
Ahoy, morning breathers. Welcome back to Monday's Boss Man Matt and I's Monday edition of What the Hell Happened in the Sports this weekend.
What happened in sports? It's a sports Monday.
Well,
we might have
listen,
that.
we have to do that. I know that you've got a sports show, so
Yeah, well, but that's local.
yeah.
Yeah,
But we got to get some things off our chest
we do.
on Mondays, and then we're good.
Yeah,
Could you imagine if John was here?
yeah. Well, we got to get John to a wrestling meet.
I almost got him. I almost had a ticket for this one, but I will. I sent him the list, and I said, "Here's the meets. You can probably go to about any of them." But I didn't. He's not going to Iowa State with me. I'm
Iowa
gonna
State.
Fill that up.
Iowa State is 2 weeks.
That's the one. I don't know a time yet on that.
They haven't announced it, but they're also, I think they're waiting on football. They should wait. So football, I don't. So there you go. So talking about high school football on Friday nights, I don't think they should do college wrestling on Saturdays during the football season either. But whatever. I mean, there's plenty of Sunday meets. I don't know why they have to move it to Saturday during football season.
Well, I think they used to always have one wrestling meet after a football game.
Well-
so if you go to the football game, then
Right.
if you had tickets, you stayed and you went to the rest.
But the football team is in Maryland. It's not a home game.
Yeah, but I'm just saying what they used to
Right,
do. They
right.
had one at Kennick.
Yeah.
They had that was fun.
Yeah.
But having it an away thing and that's
Yeah.
not so fun.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I like a Saturday wrestling meet, but not during football season.
Yeah.
So
So a lot of stuff happened this weekend. Most of the wrestling. We got one more good. There's some stuff. They're down in Missouri, I think, next week. this week.
Kentucky,
Kentucky.
like Belluride or Bellumine.
Belluride. Yeah, there's some stuff, but the next big one is up
Iowa
here with
State.
Iowa State.
And we'll see. I'm worried about that one.
Well, we should be. What did you? I just have to ask. So the new workout facility, the new men's facility is open, and they bust right through the north end. Is that the north end? I don't even know which direction I'm sitting when I'm in there. So
No, it's got to be.
got to be the south end.
It's got to be the south end.
South end.
Yeah, south end.
All right. So I'm looking east.
So I'll tell you what I thought of it. I thought it was weird that they come in to begin the meet, but then during the meet, they're coming out of that other tunnel to.
Oh, they came in the way they always came in?
No. They came in through the new tunnel.
Okay.
But before their match, the individual matches, they're still going back in the old tunnel and coming out because the team sets on the opposite side of the tunnel.
I
and
don't understand what's
I don't know why
going
they
on
didn't
there.
flip that.
Why didn't you put the Hawkeye bench right there?
Exactly.
by the
That's what I
entrance?
thought too, because yeah, I don't know. I thought it was weird.
It
but
would make sense to me because
Yeah.
then you could put the visiting team down where Iowa sits, and
Yep.
now they've got their own tunnel.
Yep.
But what I told my son is, well, apparently Tom and Terry just want us to go through the opposing team all the time and raise hell. I
But
don't
like
know.
at the beginning of matches, I think a couple of them came out of the new tunnel, but most of them were off in the old tunnel.
Yeah.
This is way inside talk here now.
It is, but I don't know. I haven't seen the new tunnel. It would make more sense to me. Why in the hell aren't we sitting over there?
Yeah,
by
I
the
agree.
entrance?
I agree with you on that one.
So enough about that.
Yeah.
Anybody say anything up there? Or are they bored to death?
Yeah, they haven't said bored to
Move
death.
on.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Ridiculous business names.
So this got brought up because there's one on here that everybody knows, but these are just ridiculous business names of real businesses. The website I looked at showed actual signs, showed the businesses. So anyway, for instance, Going Postal is a shipping company.
Oh boy.
But back in the day, I think it's still around. But back in the day, Going Postal was
not a good thing.
Not a good thing.
I'm still not sure anybody should be called Going Postal.
Yeah. So
Those of us know what that means.
yeah, Salmonella's Pizza and Subs. Salmonella. I'm not sure that's you want to name your restaurant.
Salmonella.
Jitters Coffee Shop. I think I've heard of that before.
I like that one's kind of
Yeah. And then this one's I assume this is somebody's name.
I love it.
Pass More Gas and Propane.
You never know.
You just never know.
You never know. How about the funeral home? I'm gonna have my wake over at Am I Gone Funeral Home
Am I Gone Funeral Home?
or Tequila Mockingbird Bar and Restaurant.
Yeah, that's kind of clever.
That one's a long one. Toyota Previa. I'm not doing that. Chewing Butts Tobacco Shop. Chewing Butts. Puss in Boots. Chewing Butts.
Chewing
Tobacco
Butts.
Shop. Stubbs, Prosthetics, and Orthotics. Love it.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Spruce Spring Clean. Cleaning service. So STD contractors. So
Sam, Terry, and Dave.
you have to think it's people's names, but maybe TSD is better.
Yeah. Let's think about it. Let's go alphabetical. Anything but
Let's
STD.
do DST, whatever. but STD contractors. You don't give that card out on your first date. Curl Up and Dye Salon, hair salon.
Another argument for my hairstyle.
Exactly.
Donkey balls, coffee and chocolate.
Yep.
Come get your donkey ball, coffee and chocolate.
I'll pass.
I think I would too. Fiddler on the Tooth, dentist.
Yep.
If I were a rich man, yaddle-deedle-deedle-dee,
You get your teeth done?
Fiddler on the roof. Oh, Fiddler on the tooth. Got it. Oh, Lord. Now you're taking over from here.
I don't know if this is somebody's name or they're just being funny. Bunghole Liquors.
I think it's Bunge Hole.
It's Bunghole. It's not. It's Bunghole Liquors. It's a liquor store.
Bunghole.
Bunghole Liquors.
Boy.
Hindenburger. It's the hamburger shop, of course, after the Hindenburg. And Titanic.
That's a little, you need a little Thai food. You
Thai
like Thai
food?
food? Nikki G?
I don't know if I've ever had Thai food.
I just can't get you to quit talking over there. Oh, Masturbate and Tackle.
It's a fishing charter service.
Why wouldn't it be?
Yeah.
So I'd have to rethink that.
Name of a
What do
cemetery.
you suppose this boat's called?
I don't know.
Let's just use that. Leave that to somebody else.
Little Hope Cemetery. Just appropriately named, I think.
Yeah.
And I'll Cut You hair salon.
I'll cut you, my little pretty.
And the one that actually originally on this list was number 3. I put it at the bottom because we all know it. Come and Go.
Come and Go.
Soon to be called Maverick.
It's soon to be called Maverick. It is
Maverick, huh?
Maverick bought them, and there was at least some discussion whether or not they were going to change them all over to Maverick. They are. They're changing them all to Maverick. So Come and Go is a thing of the past.
That the Come and Go was very. I knew the family of the ownership, so
Okay.
I've known a little story behind them for quite some time, and they were very interesting when that started. It was like two brothers, and here we go. And they just started one and grew way fast, and they got big.
They got really big.
And they are into everything now. They make wine. They have vineyards and all kinds of
Well,
stuff.
what's the name? Kraft, whatever, the owners. He's big into soccer. He owns an Italian soccer team, and I think he spent hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah, he's got
on
it to spend.
He's got it.
What the hell? All right, we better take another break, and then we'll come back and get set for the day.
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
Attention Hy-Vee shoppers, introducing Hy-Vee Perks, your ticket to exclusive savings and rewards. Access exclusive perks, prices, earn gas discounts, and unlock special deals. All this for free. Join Hy-Vee Perks today and start saving.
The Connie and Amanda team is dedicated to giving back to our community by actively engaging with our clients, businesses, and the public. When it comes to helping you find your next home, investment, or commercial space, the Connie and Amanda team is here for you.
Celebrate the season at the Mount Pleasant Festival of Lights. With over 180 dazzling light displays, it's the perfect holiday tradition for families, friends, and loved ones. Experience the magic from the comfort of your car, and on select nights, bring the kids to meet Santa himself. Don't miss this enchanting event that brings holiday spirit to life. For directions, dates, times, and ticket info, head to oldthreshers.com. The Mount Pleasant Festival of Lights, where holiday magic comes to life.
Oh, hi, morning breathers. We just got yip-yapping over here while we're on break, and so we're a little tardy, but welcome back.
Denise just texted me a picture of her and Kevin standing in front of Masturbate and Tackle in Florida.
So it truly does exist. Thank you for verifying.
It does, and I don't know how to get the picture from my phone to the screen, but believe me, it's there.
Masturbate and Tackle. Do they do marriage licenses? Do they do anything else there, Denise? Marriage license?
I think a ship captain can marry you.
Perhaps.
Whatever.
We better get set for the day, Matt.
Should. Time, 7:44 a.m. It is November 11th.
Is this a real set for today?
It is a real set for the day.
This, unlike last Friday's?
Last Friday was not at all true.
You did something funny for me and John.
Yeah, I thought it was funny.
We liked it. We enjoyed it.
Anyway, it is Veterans Day or Armistice Day. Temps are right now, I forgot to look, but I think it's probably
chilly.
In the 40s. It's 46 degrees right now. And sunny today, a few clouds this evening. High of 51 and a low of 30. Things to do in the Fairfield area, all Veterans Day related. Fairfield High School will host its annual Veterans Day Assembly at 9 a.m. today. In the auditorium, the public is invited to attend to pay their respects. Mount Pleasant area, Mount Pleasant Community High School will show their appreciation for veterans in the community with the annual Veterans Day breakfast on Friday, this coming Friday, from 7 to 8 a.m. in the Commons. Students and staff can sign up guests in the high school office. And there's a couple things going on around Washington. The Washington Legion Post 29 will host programs today, including the following. A presentation of national colors at Hy-Vee, along with the Washington High School Band playing the national anthem for Veterans Day breakfast. I don't have a time on that, unfortunately.
Well, it's breakfast time.
Yeah. So
Let's
that
go
is
have
happening.
a long breakfast
Yeah, exactly.
until we get there.
And there is a service to the Blair House at 10 a.m. featuring guest speaker, State Representative Heather Hora, as well as Brian Pearson's rendition of God Bless America and the national anthem, and a rifle salute at 11.
So this thing going on at Hy-Vee's got to happen pretty quick.
Yeah, I would think it's happening probably about an hour. On this day in history, on this day in 1920, Armistice Day, the anniversary of the end of World War I, was marked with the burial of unknown soldiers in tombs in Paris and London, and a similar ceremony was held at Arlington National Cemetery in Virginia in 1921. So anyway, go out, pay your respects to the veterans. It's that day to do that.
Well, it's
and you should
good
do that,
thing to do.
and you should do it every day.
Every day.
Every day. Agree with that. So, Tim,
Yes, Matt.
what do you call a book club that just keeps reading the same book over and over again?
Not my book club. I don't know. Matt, what?
Church.
Yep. Makes a lot of sense. Yeah. So, that's not even really funny. That's just true.
It's just a fact.
It's just true.
It's just a fact.
All right, everybody. Thank you for that, Matt.
Oh, of course.
I know that I should have thought a little harder about that. And I would have maybe realized it. We hope you had a great Monday. We, like we said, there's things to do. Make sure you thank a veteran out there somewhere, whether today or tomorrow or the next day or every day that if you happen to see one. Thanks for joining today. We will be back here bright and early tomorrow. Have a great Monday.